Hey, I'm just waiting for a couple people to chime in. I had to go a little bit early because we have to be at the shelter at 1 o'clock for check-in. They only have 4 beds. Only got 4 beds at the shelter. And yo, Pac, what's up? And so this is something that I wasn't ready for. We were in the meal at the food bank. We were in the line for a meal at the food bank, and I saw this guy holding up a piece of paper, and he said, yeah, I got my 401. And hey, Steve, what's up, man? Hello, Susan. So he had this paper, and he said, yeah, if you go to get this, you might end up in the jail, or you can get into the shelter. So I started asking the guy. Actually, the guy was an Army veteran, asking him what the deal was with this paper. And so to stay in a shelter in Augusta, you have to get a shelter clearance from the local police officer. So you got to get this right here. So I don't know if the light's right, trying to get the light. So me and Beyond, we had to walk about a mile or so, and we had to fill out a paperwork to get clearance for the shelter. So, you know, if you do have some unpaid fines, or you do have some warrants, or you do have some stuff, and you wanted to stay in the shelter, you would avoid the shelter, because in order to stay in the shelter, you got to we're looking at 30-something degree temperatures tonight, and people would not be able to go into shelter if they had any kind of crimes or anything like that. So, you know, I appreciate and understand the safety issue with that, but one, we had to walk 3 places trying to find where you go to get it. The locals here call it the 401. They said, hey man, you just go to the 401. And I'm like, what's the 401? Well, that's where you get your shelter clearance. But anyway, so we've got that. We've got our shelter clearance, which means that there's 4 beds left at the shelter, and we got to be there by 1 o'clock. That's why we're not going live at 1 o'clock, in order to get 2 of these 4 beds. Oh, there's my baby right there. Hey, sweetheart, Dad. Well, not Dad. Your husband is going to have warmth. The guy said something about a shower. Going to have all that. So, yeah. Tracy just logged in, man. She's checking us out.
Hey, Tracy. How you doing, Miss Tracy? We need y'all prayers.
Hey, show him your clearance. So, Beyond is clear. He's got his shelter clearance. Beyond is trying to make this a little bit more interesting. He left his bag yesterday in the park.
I just left my
and then
phone.
Then he just left his phone
in the sheriff's office.
Which I've never seen somebody so brokenhearted before in my life, when he realized that he left his phone.
Lord have mercy. And then listen, we had to walk half the distance we had already walked, because we was halfway on our way back before I realized I left my phone. Y'all. Yeah. We just out here, man. I'm telling you.
So Beyond had an awesome night last night. He first he practices adultery song all day, so he can sing it, so we can get some money.
So we can get some food.
So he sings it. I had it on camera. We were using a hidden camera, but all the footage wasn't good. But for every 20 people that we asked, or every 10 people that we asked, you ever heard a black man sing adultery? Probably only 2 let him sing. Or 4, maybe 4 let him sing, and 1 gave us money.
And 1 gave us money. Yeah. But we ended up
until the end, when this guy.
How much money we made? We ended up making how much money?
$16.
We made about $16. I gave it to him. Yeah. And then what happened?
$16. He gave it to me, and then this man with his 2 daughters and his wife, they I'm mad at people. That's why I'm touching the screen. The man came back with this piece of paper and gave, if y'all have seen it already, they gave Beyond a ticket, not just a regular ticket, but show him, you got the ticket, the signed autograph.
Oh yeah.
So he's got an autograph